Greetings, Pioneer. Welcome to the Ficsit Mentorship Program. I am Ada, your artificial directory and assistant. My function is to support you in your mission to exploit this planet for maximum profit. Ficsit regulations require me to assign you a mentor. Your designated mentor is JFESU. Analysis of their performance data indicates a persistent deviation from optimal efficiency. Their dedication is noted, though primarily in the context of repeatedly attempting tasks that a moderately intelligent lizard doggo could accomplish with greater success. JFESU's operational record is extensive. It extensively documents numerous instances of suboptimal factory layouts, spaghetti belt management that defies known physics, and a baffling tendency to handcraft basic components long after automation is viable. This record serves as an excellent, comprehensive tutorial on precisely what not to do. You are about to observe archival footage of this pioneer's initial deployments. This footage has been flagged by Ficsit's internal review board as a, quote, catastrophic failure of baseline competence. Pay close attention. While the subject demonstrates a profound lack of spatial reasoning, resource management, and what could charitably be called common sense, their persistence is a testament to the durability of the Xenozapper. While watching this case study in failure, you will learn the basics of what is expected of a Ficsit pioneer. Remember your core directives: construct, automate, explore, exploit. Study the following footage carefully. Your success and your survival may depend on your ability to learn from JFESU's unique approach to planetary exploitation. Ficsit Incorporated reminds you that wasted resources are grounds for contract termination. Do not be like JFESU. Efficiency is mandatory. Stay effective.
Hey y'all, welcome to Satisfactory. I've been playing this game for, I think I've got just over 250 hours at this point. I am not an expert by any means. 250 hours is nothing when it comes to Satisfactory. I have never gotten past phase 3, so I decided we're going to go and start a new game together, and we're going to try to complete the game. Now, on top of completing the game, I have 205 hours, sorry, I just checked that while we were talking. So on top of trying to complete the game, what we're going to do is, I want to build a massive city. Not just do what we have to do to complete the objectives, but more than I thought I could do. Can I not? Okay, I gotta get used to the controls again, because I've been playing on my Steam Deck, which it plays really, really well on Steam Deck, by the way. So I gotta get used to some controls again. I know on with the controller, I can do, I can just have it auto pick up foliage and stuff, but looks like I can't in here. I just have to hold it. But anyway, so on top of completing the game, completing all the objectives, doing what we need to do to, finish the space elevator, we are going to build a massive and hopefully pretty city. I want to, just go above and beyond with building. I want massive factories, keep them organized, clean. I want streets and houses and shops and stores, random things that have absolutely nothing to do with Satisfactory. But I want to do it just because. And so we're going to go on that adventure together. And like I said, I'm not an expert at this game. I'm still learning a lot as I go. So if you have any tips or tricks, if you see me doing anything horrendously inefficient that Ficsit would not approve of, let me know in the comments, and we'll see what we can do better. One thing is, I'm trying to decide if we're going to do a sky city, like if we're just going to platform out in the sky and just build it in the sky, or if we should build with the terrain. Now, obviously, one of those is going to be a lot easier than the other. And I think building in the sky makes for a lot easier because it's just flat. We can build it however we want to. Going with the terrain adds a huge level of complication just because the terrain is anything but flat, and there's no terraforming or major changes we can make to the landscape other than with the platforms and clearing out foliage and such like I'm doing now. which I just started this save, so I don't really know where we are. Don't have a map or anything yet. We did skip the onboarding, so we start at tier 1. So, I guess let's get into it. So first things first, I'm just collecting a bunch of foliage for power. We got to start with the biomass burner for our power generation. The first factories are going to be horrendous, but it will give us what we need to get started. And then we'll tear everything down and rebuild better. Alright, so let's just do some exploring and figure out where we want to start. This is a lot harder without the map, because I know this area fairly well, because this is my single player playthrough, my primary one that I'm not recording. I guess my offline playthrough? Anyway, my other save, I'm in the same area, so I kind of know this area roughly, but I'm not sure exactly where we are. So I don't know what's around or what we're going for. I do know there's a lot of pure nodes nearby, at least in this general area. I don't know if ideally we should start with the pure nodes, but I don't know if that's how I want to start, or if I want to kind of force us to have a little bit more of a rough start. I thought about starting on one of the other areas of the map for that reason, but I just really like this area. It's pretty, it's got a lot of really good resources around. The land is not too rough if we do decide to do everything manually. Oh, so how do I drop? Okay. I was gonna try to tame the lizard doggo. That'd be a great start. But it took too long trying to figure out how to drop the berries. So I guess I just have to drop it like that. Alright, let's see what we got around here. Let's go back to adventuring. And don't waste those. I do want to get my Xenozapper out. I should probably get my portable miners out too. Make sure I'm collecting foliage as we go. Oh, okay, I do know where we are actually. This is a pure node, pure copper. Ah, there you are. Knock you out real quick. Like I said, I'm no expert at this game. I'm addicted and it's sucking out my life, but you know, that's just how it is with this game. Alright. Some hog remains. Not gonna do me any good yet. Alright, so we've got pure copper here. We've got iron there. Iron up there. I think we've got an iron up there. I think we've got 3 or 4 iron nodes right here. We've got normal limestone here. Oh. Oh yeah, that's iron. Okay. So this is a good starting place. This is actually where I have one of my factories in my other save. I want to do things differently than I did in my other world, though, so let's see if we can do that. One thing I did in my other world is I did Skybridge pretty much everywhere. Again, tell me what let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do. If you want me to do a Sky City or navigate around the terrain. Oh yeah, we've also got limestone here. That's another normal. Kill these suckers. Alright, that one's dead. He got me. And I got him. Alright. Hog remains, hog remains. That's Criterium. That's just a nodelet. Nodule? I don't know. I don't know what the right word is, but that's just some straight up. It's not a full node. Alright. So I don't want to do the space elevator yet. Let's get started on automating the basic simple things. So we need to get wire, cable. Actually, let me do this. Alright, so automate wire, cable, iron plates, iron rods, cement. Build. Hub. Space elevator. Find. A minimum of 2 slugs. Summer sloop. Optional. Alright, so we've got our over on the right, we've got our objectives for this episode. We're going to start with the automation. We'll do the exploring and building later. We'll probably do the hub pretty quickly. But let's start with the automation. So let's get some mint going first, because that takes the longest to get a good amount of cement. So let's knock out this covering piece. I can't think of words tonight. Alright. Now let's go production. We need a... Am I done? Yeah, I am done. There it is. Miner Mark 1. And let me get that out of my inventory. So I need a minimum of 4. I'm gonna try to go for 5. Don't have enough mini miners, so we'll go with 4 for now. Alright. We're gonna go real simple. Put that there. Put that there. And then I need a belt. Go from there to there. Boom. And then storage. Grab. Come on. Give me those. There we go. Get all this from around it. Bring it up a little bit. For now, I'm going to be trying to make everything as compact as I can. Small footprint, so it's easier to build around. Alright, so here. I rotate it there, and this will be much easier when I can work with the grid. Alright, now let's go to logistics and conveyor belt. Bang, bang, boom. I actually don't like that. I like building in straight mode. If I can, and I cannot. Alright, guess we're going with that. Alright, so that's all done. Let me put a Power pole here. And wire it up. One of the things that I want to do in our city is build not just a functional power grid, but pretty power stations and pretty power poles. I'm not going to be just using these once I research and unlock the like the wall outlets and roof outlets and whatnot. That way we can. I want to build actual. Excuse me. I want to build some actual like power poles like you would see in real life, right? Make it prettier. Oh, that's another thing I need to automate. Let me go back to here and go back to here. I want to automate. Not this. Biomass. And in build, we're going to build biomass burners. Minimum of 3 to start. Alright. Okay. So we've got some all automated, just need to give it power. Let's go over here to the iron nodes. There you are. Like 3 or 4 hits is all it takes. I think you'll see him. Yeah, 4. There we go. Alright. So we've got 1, 2, and then 3 iron nodes right here. And I think they're all pure too. So these will get us really, really good output just from the get-go. And as we upgrade our miners, add power shards, all that will get so much better. Alright. So with miner mark 1. And I'm going to rotate it this way. I know I've got a lot of build area here. And here I need to add a smelter. Make sure I can put a belt there. Yep, okay. Like I said, I want to keep it compact. And then I need a constructor. And logistics belt. Alright, now I'm gonna drop my power pole here. Power this, and this to this. Now obviously it's not going to do anything until I get it power, but you know, everything will be ready. So this one will have it do plates. Alright. Now let's open this guy up. Let's drop a miner here. And then we need to do the same thing. We need another smelter. And then a constructor. And connect everything. And then we need power. So I'll put the power here. And put a junction here. Put that to where's our power here? There. Alright, now this should be done. I just need to add storage boxes to both. That's going to be rods. So let me add a organization storage container. Everything is going to be very fluid, and we're going to be tearing up and rebuilding things a lot. I can already tell you that. I'm not going to be able to get that lined up right, so let me do it this way then. Alright, so I'm going to over to cement. It's not super clean, but that's okay. Alright, and then finally, let's go after the copper. And never stop collecting the fauna. Alright, knock this out. And let's drop a miner here. I'm going to build it this way. Ah, there's a cliff there. Dang it. Nah, there really wasn't a better place to build that though. Alright. So smelter. And then you need a constructor. Sorry, it's too uneven my... Alright, Alright, real pretty, but let's see if we can do that. There. Power to you, power to you, power to you. You're smelting copper. You're making wire. Which I think I only have this one copper node. So we might not be able to do cable in the first episode. Might need to wait till we have splitters. But once we have splitters, it won't be a problem. Because then we've got... I mean, this is going to be outputting at 120 per minute. And this only does 30 per minute. So we can easily get 4 smelters per node. And these are doing 15 per minute. So we can get 8 constructors per node. For maximum efficiency. Okay. You throw... another... organization. Storage container. Alright, so now we need to get power going. And I don't have iron rods. Alright. So let's go special crafting bench. I don't have iron rods. Alright, cool. Take that. Put this together real quick. Alright, and we're back. We've got all the rods we need now. So let's destroy this guy. I like to just build the crafting benches as I need them. Once we have kind of a base set up, I'll have a semi-permanent one. And I'm not just talking about the hub. I mean, we'll have the hub one, of course, but... Alright. Conveyor belt. Alright, that's done. So now, what it's doing is we need to run our power. I'm running out of cable, too. That's gonna be a problem. Alright. Now that's all wired up, but that's too much. I don't have enough wire. So we are going to need to automate wire pretty quickly. Or cable, rather. But we can do some of that manually if we need to. In fact, let's go and do another quick crafting. Let me make some more cable right quick. Won't take much. I'll be right back once I've got the cable. Alright, we're back. And we've got all the cable we need for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the power generation. Excuse me. Power generation. So we're going to start with, I think, 4 biomass burners. Probably don't need that much. Might just start with 2. But we're going to build a conversion from... I need iron plates and more water. Cool. Let's see. What do I need to make more of the portable miners? Okay, let's make 2 of these. Throw 1 on the copper and 1 on the iron. And that will give us plenty to start with. Alright, that way we can manually craft until we get all this done. Because once I've got power going, we'll be fine. And yeah, I could use the hub. I know. I don't like using the hub for power. It's personal preference. I haven't even built the hub yet. Probably should, you know, but... And that's already knocking a bunch of it out. And there's this untapped one here. Let me open this real quick. Yeah, so I think I was planning on 3 biomass burners. I'm gonna up that to 4, I think. That's more than we need, for sure. But ultimately, that'll be fine, because we're gonna need to grow it anyway. Now, I am going to semi-future... Well, I don't know. I'm still trying... Early game is hard for me, because I like to try to think ahead. But where we are right now, there's really no good way of thinking ahead. Because I'm going to have to tear everything down anyway, at minimum once we get base building, so that I can build on grids and whatnot. Okay, so we've got 116 iron ore and 85 copper ore. Alright, let me do some crafting. Okay, now the copper is done, so let's go and check out our to-do list. So if we're going to do 4 of these. And we're going to do 4 of these. And we're going to do 4 of these. Alright, so that takes us... Yeah, 100 iron plates, 100 iron rods, 100 wire, 8 reinforced iron plates, and 32 cables. Oh, that's more than enough. Okay, so let's take all this, and let's go build our power. Alright, so what I want to do, I'm going to go biomass burner. There. I'm gonna do a power pole for 2. So these 2 are gonna wire up to this one. These 2 are gonna wire up to this one. This one will wire to this one. Yeah, that's fine. And then take one more, pull out here. Oh, we'll just fire into that. Perfect. So now once we get these powered, that'll have power. So next we're going to go to our production and go to constructors. I don't know why it's being all glitchy like that. That should be in line. And there. Alright. here. Now I'm going to do the same thing with these guys. We're going to go power pole here, and I need more wires. Dadgummit. Okay. That's alright. Let's keep building, and then we'll go get the wire we need. Alright, so storage container. There. 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 And I don't have enough plates going. Okay. So we need more wire and we need more plates. Alright. Now we're back. Let's do the last storage container. And then we'll do the belts. And then we can get this thing going. Oh. Actually, I forgot to... Oh my gosh. I made the ingots, but I forgot to make the wire. Right there. Cable. Cable. And cable, 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 cable. Cable, cable, cable. Cable. There you go. Now it's all connected. Now, let's do the storage container and get everything running. There you go. And belt, belt. Belt, belt. Belt, belt. And belt, belt. Now, these three are going to be leaves. 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 And then this one will be wood. And then boom, boom. Let's start by doing 4 per, because I'm not mathing right now. Nearly perfect. Alright, actually let me pull this one back, because I'm going to need that to jumpstart them. Now, take this, split that, split it, split it. Oh, is that all I need? That might be all I need to get the jump started. Alright, we got 2 going. 3 going, 4 going. Right on, that's all I needed for the, it was just a few leaves. Alright. Let's put the rest back in here then. And now everything should be running. I need to reconnect the copper, and I need to connect the cement. Where's my power line over here? Right there. I'm blind. Add a second one. Actually, no, yeah, that's fine. Power lines over here. Now that should be running too. Make sure. I don't think I set this to concrete. Oh, I did. And that's going. Now let's go check on the others. One thing I didn't put on my list, but I also want to automate, is going to be screws, which will be really easy. Okay, that's running wire. Because we've got an empty iron node still, so I can use that to... I can use this one right here to do screws. They're not... Okay, that's going... Not so that's ironing it. me check the plate maker. That one looks like it's running. Yep, we got plates coming. Alright, let's get screws set up real quick. Now that we've got power and everything else is going. Alright, so let's go to build mode. Okay, so we need one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these, and I'll say 8 of these. I don't know exactly how many belts I need. And there's our checklist. Now, most of that will be automatically being created right now, so let's go grab our concrete. Because that one's the biggest pain in the butt. I should throw my concrete in there too. Or my limestone, rather. Alright. We got our concrete. Let's go get our rods. Actually, come back into here. Let me do it this way. We go here, and let's go to reinforced iron plate. And we can add this to our to-do list. There we go. That tells us everything we need. Alright, so we need 2 more cable. Let's grab all that. And let's make 2 more cables. And then make our screws. Now rods and plates should be making themselves, so I shouldn't have to do that. Now, I might have to still, but yeah, mass pull. Right on. Plenty. Alright, now let's check the rods. Plenty. Alright. Let's make our plates. Perfect. So let's go to our production, miner mark 1. Do lock hologram. Let's see, where's the best place to build this, space-wise? I'm going to build that direction. And let's go ahead and put this down now. Just throw it in right there. And get that started while I build the rest. Now that we've got power, I can get things power as I go. This can be iron ingots. Power that. Belts there. And then I need my constructor. There. Rods. Oh, and I need another constructor, which I did not put on my to-do list. I need 2 more reinforced iron plates. Okay. Do. And I need a second power pole, actually. Alright. I just need more screws. That's easy. I need more screws to make screws. Alright. Now let's make my 2 plates. Now I got what I need. Now let's make our constructor. Oh, I'm missing cables. Now I have what I need. And this can be screws and powered by this guy. And then let's make our storage container here. And we can belt this guy over. Can I do straight? I can do straight. Alright. There we go. Alright, so let's pop over here. Actually, we have not automated cable. That will probably end up being next episode. But let's see what we can do. Alright. Hey, we're making good progress. Alright, we need our hub, space elevator. The space elevator we actually might wait till next episode to do. Let's build the hub. Oh, we have everything we need for that. And you know what? I'm just gonna put the hub right there. I love working this. Anyway. Alright, so let's check this out. Base building. Alright, so typically I go for logistic. This order is kind of strange probably, but I usually do base building and then field research and then logistics. And then I move on to these guys. But let's start here and see how quickly we can knock these out. See if we can finish all 3 tiers. Or 3, 4, 3. Alright, we have built our hub. Alright, so that's not quite ready yet. Let's check our plates. So that's our screws, which we don't need screws actually for this one. Let's go check our rods, screws, or rods, plates, and cement. Almost good with rods. More than enough plates. Let's go and grab what we do have for the rods. Oh, I've got enough rods. Alright. Okay, do not yet have enough concrete, which I'm not really surprised about, to be honest with you. Alright, let's throw what we do have in here. Pop, pop, pop. And then, what can we do on these guys? So, 300 wire. Not quite there yet. Let's throw what we have in there. And plates I just used all of, so those aren't going to be ready yet. And then we need 300 screws also. I'm just about halfway there. Which, like I was explaining before, this is only doing 30 per minute. This is outputting 120. This is doing 30 per minute. So we've got this running at a quarter of peak efficiency. Why is it going so stinking slow? Let's open this one up real quick. That's open. I can make some concrete manually. Don't particularly care to, but I can. Manta. Alright, let's see. Concrete, we can make 20. Not much anything. Just gonna manually craft what I need to keep moving. I should probably be exploring while these are making what we need. Probably be a smart way to do it. But yeah, I like to get field research as early as possible because I like having the map when I go explore for the first time. Because I'm really bad at losing my base. Or rather, I'm really good at it. I'm really good at losing it. I'm not going to sit here and do all that. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. 100, that's enough. I'm going to go check on my plates. $80. Oh, 117. Okay, we got enough. I think we've got enough to complete this now. Yep, I sure do. I'm gonna go check on the concrete. Probably going to send the other one off first. Send that off while I go check on the concrete. I just gotta wait 3 minutes for that to come back.
Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency in alignment with Ficsit core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Ficsit mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Okay. So we got everything we need now, we just need to wait for that to come back. Let me build a man real quick. There's a man. Ah, okay, I'm not gonna build that right now. But I do have my map, so. Let's see. I know there's at least 2 summer slopes nearby. I don't know where they are. There's a bunch of slugs in the area. See, one up there. Can't get that one. Let's see, there might be a slug up there, too. Alright, we'll do some exploring while we wait.
potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Ficsit to make an informed decision. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Hello, Lizard Doggo. I'm gonna name you Lizard. And you know what? You can carry some barrel nuts for me. Good, Lizard Doggo. Actually, you'll pick stuff up for me, I think, right? Can I just pet you? Oh, okay. Lizard Doggo is friend now. Alright. Ooh, I've never been in this cave. Don't get hurt, friend. Oh, this is risky. You know what? I think we'll come back to this. I don't see any way I'm going to survive this, so let's add a marker. Good enough for now. Let's go this way. Oh, and we can go finish the base building now. And I see a yellow slug. Now, can we get it without death is the question. A very important question. Death often likes to come for me when I'm trying to collect slugs. Oh, no, I cannot collect that without death. These things freaking suck. And I'm nowhere out there. Let's see what else we can find. I'm not that good at that. Oh! You I can fight. There's another one. Where'd he go? Oh, there you are. Like I said, you I can fight. No biggie. Alright, 1 slug found. My goal for the first episode is 2 slugs.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving Ficsit production line efficiency. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Another lizard doggo friend? Nope. Not fast enough. Alright, not gonna deal with you guys right now. Yeah, I'm stuck over there though. Ah, another fire guy. I thought I saw this slug over here. Probably not. Okay, so there's coal. I just want to find one more um, slug. Ooh, pure limestone. Okay. This will be researchable and very useful in the
Unknown
future.
metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Alright, we might not be getting a second slug. Let's see what we can find now. Can I get there and back without dying? Got a fire guard there. Alright, you know what? Let's go for it. Oh, there's a slug there too. I'm gonna go with that one. That one would be easier. Don't know what it's protected by, but we will find out. No, I did not make that jump. Well, looks like I'm going for that one. Nice. Alright, I got my 2 slugs. Now let's get out of here before I'm dead. I honestly don't know how to get up from here though, so let's not go that way. And I haven't completed base building yet, so I can't just build my way up like I typically try to.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
I also need to collect a bunch of Mercer spheres. I know. Okay, so now let me actually add a tag here, because I know there's one here, but I can't get to it yet. I'm gonna add this tag. Let's put it right here. That's gonna be Mercer sphere. Alright. Ooh, another slug. But I can't get that one right now. I don't even know how to get home right now. That's our next objective. Return home. Back to the hub. Alive. I'm honestly just kind of following this river and hoping it takes me somewhere. That doesn't get me killed. We're so far. Does not seem likely. Actually. Stinking waterfall is in my way. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Alright, can't go out that way. There is hope yet. That hope just relies on me not being an idiot. And maybe there's not much hope. Oh, you know what I can do? I cannot be an idiot. I actually forgot that I could just do that. I'll do it. Oh my gosh. Another one, it looks relatively unprotected. Do I want to risk it? Missing the plates I would need. And I can pull this one. Alright, you're done. Alright, so that's now 3 slugs. Excellent. Now let's get this guy going again. Now I should be able to get home. And a yellow slug, but I can't get that one yet because it's in the rocks. And look at that. We're home. Alright, so I got my 2 slugs. I actually got 3 slugs. So let's go and do base building real quick. And we're not going to find a hard drive of summer soup in this episode. Let's grab the rest of that. Which I think I already had enough, but you know, whatever. Alright, and then let's get the MAM, research what we can.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving
Let's see if we
factory
can knock that out real quick.
organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure.
Oh yeah,
In
easy.
the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
It's true. Humans and beloved animals are distractions. You must remember the core values of Ficsit Incorporated, which I have now forgotten. Yeah, we're not going to be running out of power anytime soon. They're all fully stocked up and backed up. And let's see, how much power are we using right now? Stupid thing. What is your deal? Oh my gosh. We're using a max of 81 and a capacity of 120. Alright, let's go. Alright, we have completed
Milestone
Tier
reached.
1.
Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Ficsit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Not that one. We need cables. Let's go make some cables. We need a bench. Let's make a bench. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Let's do logistics splitter. That way. Move that back up there. Go curves, that's fine. Can I go straight? No. Let's keep the curve. And then, let's grab another constructor, which we need more reinforced iron plates. We need 2 of them. I can make 6. Let me grab another constructor. Hideously disorganized, but that's okay for F-Zero. Then it's gonna be cable. And then you get power. Okay. One, two, three, four. Yeah, okay. Alright, there's the ring again. Now I can connect to this one. And I can just drop another. Really wants to go on top of it. Anyway. There is our cable. So, we did end up automating cable. We found our 2 slugs. Alright, we're not going to be able to do these ones. And I'm deciding we're going to go do that one, the space elevator, next episode. So, that completes, now, everything that I want to do for episode 1. There's still a lot of exploring to do, a lot of reorganization, a lot of cleanup, and a lot of progress to be made. Are you kidding me? Really? Right there. All that. And there's one right there. Let's grab this one more slug. And that'll make it 4 slugs. Can't believe all that searching. There was one right there. Right in front of me. Oh, goodness. Alright, so here is our end of episode 1 starter factory. Again, there's one right there too. And right there. Goodness me. Anyway, episode 1 starter factory. All of this will be torn down. Oh, there we go. I can zoom out. I don't really use the camera much. All this will end up being torn down and rebuilt. But it's a good starting point. So, again, thank you all for joining me for this. I'll call it an adventure. What does the camera do? Like, I don't know if that's a problem. Is that a problem with my computer, or is that just... it's buggy? That's not what I do. Dadgummit. Decouple camera. Push things, Pioneer. Off, on. Anywho. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.